The land and sea word counting miracle of the Quran. I've been told that the word land in Arabic occurs 13 times in the Quran, and the word sea in Arabic 32 times. 13 over 45 is 29%, and 32 over 45 is 71%. And indeed, when we look at the world, the land and sea percentage exactly match that. How could unlettered, ignorant Arabs have known that? It must be knowledge from God, which proves the divine origin of the Quran. Except it doesn't. The numbers are wrong. The word for land is al-bar. Here's the verses where it appears. So the count is 12, not 13. Some apologists also count the word creature as if it were the word land, which it isn't. Also, that gives you 14, which also isn't 13. The word for sea is al-bar. There we have singular, duals and plurals. There are 34 singulars, 5 duals and 3 plurals. So if we take the singular, then we get a count of 34. Here's the verses where it appears. So 12 land, 33 sea. 12 over 45 is 27%. 33 over 45 is 73%. You could argue that 2440 is AC instead of the sea, but that reduces the number of C's to 32, and the ratio is still 73%, which is not the 71% of reality. If you include the dual and plural forms for C, you get 41 occurrences of sea. So 12 land, 41 sea. 12 over 53 is 23%. 41 over 53 is 77%, which is even worse. So, whichever way you look at it, the Quran gets it wrong. But if it had come from Allah, surely it would have been accurate. Myth busted. How many months are there in the Quran? I've seen it suggested there are 12 mentions of the word month in the Quran, and I've seen it suggested that this is a miracle. So, what is a month? It's a lunar cycle, and there's no reason why the orbit of the Earth round the Sun should be an exact number of months. And it isn't. It's 12 and a bit. The Islamic year is 12 lunar months, and that is 354 days. And it isn't exactly a miracle to have noticed that a year is roughly 12 lunar months. You just need to count on your fingers plus 2 toes. No, I'd rather check the count in the Quran. And when we look at the number of times the word shahr, month, appears in the Arabic version of the Quran, we count 21. Which keen-eyed people will have noticed is not 12. If you only include the singular, you get 9. Include singular and dual, you get 11. So how do they get to 12? Arabic isn't like English in the way it works. In English, a noun takes just 2 forms, singular and plural. In Arabic, there is also dual, and nominative, accusative and genitive, which is just like Latin. Nominative would be used for the subject of a sentence, accusative for the object. English does this via word order. Genitive is for possession. English does this by using apostrophe S, for example, the child's toy. Or the word of, for example, the end of time. But there's a lot more. Where English would use and, Arabic has a prefix wa, and there are several other prefixes for the, in, with, then, to, for, and they can be combined. So, in the day is one word, and so on. I'm not going to go into the full horrifying complexity of Arabic grammar, or compare it to the elegant simplicity of English. The apologists have taken 3 plurals and pretended that they are singular. The way that they pretend that a plural is singular is like this. 9.36 says 12-month, but the context, the 12, clearly shows that it's plural. The same for the other plurals, 30 months and 1,000 months. And if you include plurals, you get 21, not 12. We call this guided numerology. If the bullet that you fire doesn't quite hit the target, then you find a way to guide it to the target. And so, with a bit of help from the enthusiast, the answer comes out the way that he wanted it to. Numerology, trying to prove the Quran by counting words. This is probably one of the flimsiest proofs of the Quran you'll ever see. An example of this is the number of times the words man and woman is used. First, let's check the Quran in Arabic. The word man, rajul, is used 55 times, of which 23 are singular, 5 are dual, and 27 are plural. The word man, ma, is used 11 times. The word man, dakar, is used 18 times, 12 singular, 2 dual, and 4 plural. The word woman, imra, is used 26 times. That's 24 singular and 2 dual. The word woman, nisa, is used 59 times. All 59 are plural. The word female, unth, is used 30 times, of which singular 18, dual 6, and plural 6. So, there's lots of possibilities to choose from here. Now let's look at the miracles. Miracle 1. Rajul is mentioned 24 times and Imra 24 times. But if you just take the singular forms, then that is 23 and 26. So, no miracle. Miracle 2. The word man and woman are both mentioned 23 times, and in formation of an embryo, 23 chromosomes are from the mother and 23 chromosomes are from the father. Woman is used 24 times, no miracle. Man is used 23 times in the singular, so no miracle. So, let's make our own miracle. The word man in all forms is used 84 times. The word woman in all its forms, but not female, is used 85 times. If you exclude the 2 dual forms, that's 83 times. If you take the average of 83 and 85, you get 84. And 84 is 7 times 12. There are 7 days in a week and 12 months in a year. Do you see how numerology works now? Numerology, trying to prove the Quran by counting words. This is probably one of the flimsiest proofs of the Quran you'll ever see. An example of this is the number of times the word belief and disbelief is used. First, let's check the Quran in Arabic. The word believe, imam, total 45, accusative 14, genitive 24, nominative 7. The word disbelieve, kufir, total 36, accusative 14, genitive 17, nominative 5. And now the claim. The claim is that each word appears 25 times. Well, If we just take the genitive for believe, we get 24, which is nearly 25. And, I don't know. I can't make anything like 25 out of the disbelieves. So how on earth can we pull a miracle out of this little mess? Maybe if we just took the accusatives, then it's 14 and 14. No, I know, let's take the total of each word, so it's 45 believe against 36 disbelieve, and that proves that it's 25% better to believe than to disbelieve. This numerology thing is really difficult to make it work. Numerology, trying to prove the Quran by counting words. This is probably one of the flimsiest proofs of the Quran you'll ever see. An example of this is the number of times the words paradise and hell are used. First, let's check the Quran in Arabic. The word paradise, al-Jannah, is used 57 times, of which 5 refer to jinns. The word garden, Jannah, is used 102 times. The word hell, Jahannam, is used 77 times. So, what's the claim? The claim is that each of them appear 77 times. So, we can get to 77 for hell, although you have to ignore the word fire, which is also used as a synonym for hell. But how do you get 77 words for paradise? It's a mystery. You'd have to include the word for jinns, and then you still have to find another 20 words to lump into the count. Sorry, no can do. No miracle here. Numerology, trying to prove the Quran by counting words. This is probably one of the flimsiest proofs of the Quran you'll ever see. An example of this is the number of times the words this world and hereafter are used. First, let's check the Quran in Arabic. The word for this world, nearer or lower, ad dunya, is used 115 times if we include all the prefixes. The word for hereafter, or second or latter, al-akhirah, is used 115 times if we include all the prefixes. So yes, the numbers are equal. At last we have found a claim that is actually true. Numerology, trying to prove the Quran by counting words. This is probably one of the flimsiest proofs of the Quran you'll ever see. Let's look at sun and light. The claim is that they both appear 33 times. Sun, ash-shams, 33 times. Light, al-nur, 43 times. Oh dear, we're going to have to massage this a bit. Enlightening, munir, 5 times. No, hang on, that makes it worse. The way to get 33 occurrences in both of them is by excluding the forms with possessive pronoun suffixes like their, his, our, and not excluding the accusative alif suffix, and not excluding any prefixes. Hurrah! There is a way to make the Quran say what numerology requires. Numerology, trying to prove the Quran by counting words. So, I took the text of Romeo and Juliet, one of the best examples of dramatic poetry there is in the English language, and counted words. Good, 83. Night, 83. A match. Let's try another one. Where, 52. When, 52. A miracle. Prince, 33. First, 33. This is looking really good. Word, 28. True, 28. Heaven, 28. Yes, yes. Heart, 27. Eyes, 27. Yes, the heart equals the eyes. Married, 19. Wife, 19. Another match, another miracle. Is this evidence that Romeo and Juliet was written by God? No, it isn't. Thanks for watching this video. If you would like to discuss this with me, you'll find me on Facebook in the Religion Discussion Group. See you there.